This is a Howard TV kind of Christmas special they did. I got to tell you, Chauncey, you really made me. I always disliked Ronnie in a big way. Your story, like, you made me hate his guts even more than I do. Like, everything you did was so right. You're so spot on with what you said during that time. So this is him getting galvanized by Lonnie. This is everything wrong, right, with Ronnie and the show, and this just. My skin crawls when I see this.
Ronnie, you were a fantastic Santa. You had some great help because these girls are gorgeous. Everybody knows if there's a Scores in your town, in New York, the East Side, the West Side, in Las Vegas.
Chauncey, what was the transition that Lonnie went into strip clubbing as opposed to managing? How did that go down?
Oh, you know what? I'm sure he told me, because we would have talks for hours on end. I don't recall exactly how he did it, but he did manage bands for a while, and then he slowly went into PR from there, and then somehow he got caught up at Scores. I don't quite remember how. He was working with a woman called Claire O'Connor. She's such a nice lady, and she has passed away since. But I think they brought in Claire initially at Scores, and then Lonnie was her partner. And then they really liked Lonnie because he had all these great ideas about Stern. And that's what made him the regular guy there.
How much capital do you need to open a strip club like that in Manhattan? So he had to have some kind of crazy.
He didn't own it. No, he didn't own it.
Oh, he didn't own it.
No. He didn't own Scores. It was owned by the mob. He didn't own it. And all those guys went to jail.
So the Bonanno family owned it. It's completely mob.
Yeah, it was completely mobbed owned. Yeah, okay. That was totally mobbed up. Lonnie was just a publicist. Lonnie was gay, I believe.
He definitely seemed swishy.
No, he was gay. I've never seen him with a girl in my entire life. Ever.
Yeah,
and it seemed like everyone he managed or represented was gay. So I'm assuming he was gay.
You know how you find out he's gay, Chauncey? You just start talking about sports and watch him duck the conversation. Watch him try to just hit the bat chute on it. Like he's managing an actual place called Scores, which has a sports motif, and he will duck the conversation if you talk sports to him.
Yeah, you couldn't have had Lonnie's job and be straight.
No, that's a good point. You would distract you would never get anything.
It would destroy
done.
you. In 6 months, you'd be destroyed.
You'd be in a pussy fog all day long and never do anything.
You'd have pregnancies on your hands, sexual harassment cases against you.
That's a great point.
There'd be so many lawsuits. You couldn't.
Great point.
All around the world, make sure you check it out. Now, let's wish everyone happy holidays, and let's go have a few drinks and get these girls naked.
Let's party! Happy holidays!
Woo!
Hi, I'm Cindy Margolis.
There's Cindy Margolis. Wow.
Oh, she likes me. I interviewed her, and then for a while, she used to email me.
I could see you two hitting it off, actually.
Yeah, we did.
And happy holidays.
Happy holidays from the Howard Stern Show. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Jack Black. I'm wishing you a happy holidays.
How did Jack Black get in there? Bizarre.
Happy holidays, Howard TV fans. From me and my sweetie, here's
Jack Black and Kyle Gass from Tenacious D had a feud with Howard for a little while because they goofed on him on Love Lines, much like Spencer Coburn, Chauncey, and Howard got a hold of the clip.
And that's it.
That he's a phony. Private Parts was horrible. He's nothing like that guy. And that was on with Carolla and Dr. Drew. And then Howard went off on him. And then Jack Black came back on the show and apologized to him.
I figured.
Hi, I'm Jamie Lynn, Penthouse Pet of the Year 2006.
And I'm Cassie Riley, Penthouse Pet of the Year runner-up.
And we're wishing you a happy holidays.
Hey, this is Tracy Morgan. Happy holidays to you and yours out there. Peace from Howard Stern.
Hey now, how's it going? What's going on?
There's a pet. Oh, there he is.
Wow, that's AA?
Yeah. What was the crime again, guys? It was
something with kids, right?
Yeah. Huge pedo. Huge pedo. I got a clip of him after this too. With Beth.
Oh my God. Did you ever see the cabbie porn video he did on Howard's chair?
I never saw it, but I certainly know the story.
I
never
have
actually watched. Oh, you have it? Jeez.
I do.
Well, you were part of that whole thing, right?
That cabbie gave it to me as a gift.
You know he passed away, right?
I know.
That's crazy, right? He's not at all. He was. She just had so many things, PTSD.
So many things.
And, he's wacky, crazy life.
Sad
It's
story.
sad. Really, it is sad.
But he did bang. I just saw one of the girls he banged on Howard's chair in the clip right before this.
He really got the most out of life, though, in the years that he lived. Like, he couldn't have,
And think of the balls. Think of the balls it took to bring all these porn people up into Howard's studio at night.
Yeah.
And do that, knowing how Howard's such a germaphobe.
Yep.
And then to do that on his chair and his desk. And then to know that Howard's sitting on that chair in a few hours.
He had the night shift with Kane and Cabby. Were you over at K-Rock at night, Chauncey? What kind of...
Yeah.
What did they have? Like, could you have done whatever you wanted to? Was anybody stopping you from
anything you wanted? Anything you wanted. There was nobody there. There was no administrative staff. It was just It was just whoever was on the air, and that was it.
This is Double A. Happy holidays to all.
Hey, Howard TV people. Thanks for watching. I'm Scott the Santa Claus this year, and I want.
Virtually every single person you see now either is dead or Howard's completely on the outs with that he just cannot talk to.
It's funny, isn't it?
You know how they say, like, with Trump, like everything he touches dies or everything ends badly. Howard's way worse. Howard's 10 times bad.
You get killed. You don't walk away. You get killed. You get murdered. Everybody gets killed.
I want to wish everybody a very happy holiday season. Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Happy Kwanzaa.
Chauncey, I have more vindication for you next show we do.
Okay.
We were talking about Jessica Hahn, and she was trying to go, loyalty, Chauncey, loyalty. She got screwed by them. She was crying on the air at Howard turning on her.
Really?
That loyalty thing was shoved in her face 500 times over from what I'll play it for you next time. Her and Dominic Barbara. She called in screaming at Howard for being disloyal to her. It's everything she preached to you about. You're not going to believe it.
Kwanzaa.
And Happy New Year.
And Happy New Year.
Do you know what Kwanzaa is?
No.
Tell him.
Got anything to do with sexual?
Tabitha, why can't you tell him what Kwanzaa is? Why can't you tell him, right? Bon, are you crazy? Are you kidding me with that? That is ridiculous. How about, Falcon?
The Falcon, that great black superhero.
The Falcon.
Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring.
An eye in my cap had just kerchiefs of sugar plums.
Wouldn't be there.
The children were nestled all snug in their.
Robin looks good here. Robin looks really good here. This is probably 2006-ish. She looks good.
She never bounced back from the cancer. She looks awful now.
Nope.
Their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads, and Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap.
When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed.
Fred overacting again.
Yeah,
just trying
to see what was the matter.
Away to the windows I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash.
The moon on the breast.
You tell me you have a Penny Crone story, Chauncey. Tell me you have a Penny Crone story.
Yes, I knew Penny very well. She's a real estate agent now in Palisades Park, New Jersey.
How old is she now, Chauncey?
God, she's got to be pushing
80.
80. She's got to be.
She's such a ball buster.
They screwed her, but they screwed her so bad. She left Fox to work for Howard News.
I know.
And then after a very short period of time, they got rid of her. And then she never was able to get back because she lost all the credibility then. Yeah. And she could never get back into real news and ended up having to sell real estate.
Did she talk to you about it?
No, she never talked to me about it. But we were friends for a while when she was at Fox.
We tried to get her on Radio Gunk like 100 times. I friended her on Facebook and she just won't spill. I don't know why. I don't know what. She's such a loose cannon in every other way. I don't know what's stopping her.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
All right.
There'll be that moment when she just doesn't care anymore. She's probably afraid. She's probably afraid that Howard will blackball her from the industry, that she's not even in it anymore.
I think you're right. She's fearless, right? She's kind of like you. She doesn't give it when she gets going.
She was a great street reporter
back
at Fox. Like she would go into the fires and the crimes, and and would push her way in to get a quote from the murderer or whatever. She was just tough.
If you're in the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Long Island, whatever, she was like a local reporter, and Chauncey, legendary, definitely.
And Howard sucked her into going, which would have happened to me too, because I would have ended up there, and just like the rest of them, spit right out.
Everything Howard touches dies, right? Beyond anything. It's never going to end well. It never does.
No.
Sky Spectre says we do a turkey as an oyster, bread, celery. Oh, they're talking about welcome, Sky Spectre. I didn't see it.
The rest of the new fallen snow gave luster to midday of the objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer.
Maria Adelaide Cruz Fernandez, welcome to the Lotus Notes Christmas show. To all the girls I loved before, Maria Adelaide Cruz Fernandez. Hello, everyone. I'm late for the show, but couldn't miss the opportunity to wish you all, and you as well, MACF.
The little old driver so lively and quick. I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, and now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet and Cupid, and Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall, now dash away, dash away.
Yeah, Ben, I was thinking that too. I think Chauncey has the touch with Penny Crone.
I'll ask her.
How would you get in touch with her, Chauncey? You have her number?
I might have her number, but there's always these days you get a hold of anybody. It's not hard to get a hold of people.
Dash away all.
As dry leaves that before the wild hurt.
Anything on Lisa G, Chauncey?
Oh, well, she worked at IATA with me. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and she was so bad.
Yeah.
So bad. And she came in thinking she was like a real reporter. Like I think she did CBS News once in a while, like a street, but she was so stupid and so bad. About 30 days into the gig, they fired her. You couldn't listen to her.
She thought she was hot shit because she was on Hot 97. So she thought probably IATA was beneath her, right?
Yeah,
so
she did. Yeah. She came in thinking, you're right. She came in thinking it was beneath her. And in 30 days, she got canned because you couldn't listen to it.
She's a huge elitist snob, and I think she thinks everything's beneath her at some point or another. And she's probably just impossible to deal with.
One day I was on the one of the red carpet lines trying to get quotes from people, and she was standing next to me, and she looked. I have a little recorder, like a little cassette recorder, because I liked it. It worked. I knew what I was doing with it.
Yep.
I wasn't switching over to digital yet. I just liked having my cassette recorder. And she goes, "Are you serious? You're a reporter, and that's what you bring to a red carpet?" It's like, fuck you whore, you bitch, you.
I'm from Long Island. I got a ton of Jewish friends, some of my best friends, but there is a cliche. There is a type, a Jewish American princess, and Lisa G fits every single stereotype of what that is. A Long Island Jewish American princess. She hits every one of those notes.
Yeah, she's the worst. Oh God.
I was called a Long Island accented big mouth.
You are.
Sarah.
Fly when met with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetops, the courses they flew with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too.
And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof.
This is how reviled Lisa G is. I was actually she made me root for Shuli in an argument. I actually was rooting for Shuli. Joey Boots.
The prancing and pawing of each little hoof as I drew in my hand. And
he's dead too, Chauncey.
Another dead guy, and he was a kind of a perv. Like he was into
he's
some
a
weird
real
shit.
piece of shit. Real piece of shit.
Yeah.
Was turning around. Down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in.
There's Langford, your buddy Langford, Chauncey. There he is.
There he is.
Want you to go to jail.
Fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack.
His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow.
The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
He was
well done, Artie. That was good.
Man, all these guys are either dead or off the show. You're right.
Or
They're
off the
all
show.
gone
It's
or
crazy.
dead.
And this guy didn't win the contest. He was brought in, and this is Chauncey's nemesis, Richard Christie, who has no business winning that contest. Chauncey, another revelation.
I never understood the interest in him. I swear I never got it. Sal, I could see, but I couldn't see Richard.
Yep, it did. No, if you listen to that contest that we're talking about, the Win Stuttering John's contest, you would not listen to that and think, yes, Richard's the guy. I'm voting. Nobody would say that. You would never say that.
It made no sense to me.
So as Chauncey's saying, is he got hired before the contest, and they made it out as if he got his votes. And
they said, let's do this for ratings. We'll make a thing out of it. But he was hired before the show even began, before the contest. Yeah, it was
chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know there was nothing to dread.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. And
the other thing that's funny is half the people here are Jews doing Christmas.
Yeah. That's a great observation. You're right.
It was a group picture of them. There was at one point like 80% of the staff was Jewish, which is bizarre.
Jewish. And this guy got screwed big time.
He really did.
He really did. He was so loyal and worked his ass off.
He did. He would put himself out there a lot on doing and stuff.
And found out he was fired on the air. I
have that clip too.
We
played it a bunch.
Filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and giving a nod up the chimney he rose.
He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight,
Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Will you do this for me?
I already done it twice already.
No, just do it. No, come here.
I already done it already. What I'm going to tell you I want to do? What are you, ratting me over?
Beetlejuice has what the kids call Riz. He has.
You want to hear something funny? So Poppy's 12, right? When Poppy was 8 years old, living in Ireland, had never been to America yet. We're in the car one day, and she goes, "Did you ever hear of Beetlejuice?" And I'm like, "What?"
Can I guess?
He's huge on TikTok, apparently. And my daughter became a big fan of his. And she goes, I said, Poppy, I know him. She goes, you know Beetlejuice? And I took out a picture of me and his whole family on the Stern Show. I said, do I know Beetlejuice? I know his sister. I know his mother. I know the whole family.
It became, even on the Stern Show, it became this thing where I would talk to the people like, when you would bring up the Stern Show to people for a conversation piece, and you would talk to a novice, and the novice would go, I don't really listen. I know that guy, Beetlejuice or something. And so he was like, he had surpassed the show. Like people knew him and didn't know Howard from the show. It was bizarre.
Like he's still because he's still entertaining today. For Howard, there's nothing entertaining about him. There's nothing interesting about him. Nothing.
There isn't.
And there
really is a boring guy.
It hasn't been for about 15 years.
Yep.
Where Beetlejuice, to this day, now at this moment, is still entertaining people.
You know, the old cliche, I could watch Beetlejuice read a phone book. And that's true. He has Riz. It's just, you just love him.
He's just a character that you can't get enough of. Yeah.
Oh, we just want you to say.
You already did it. You ransomed me already, man.
Wait, we just want you to look right there and say Happy Holidays from Beetlejuice.
About Christmas? I already know about that already.
No, look right here and say Happy Holidays from Beetlejuice.
What they got to do with holidays?
But I want you to say Happy Holidays.
Well, they ain't got nothing to do with it, so I just say holidays. That was it.
People want you to wish them a happy holiday.
Who cares about the other people? I don't care about no other people.
Do you care about?
I don't care about them fans. Who cares about them?
Christmas if you don't.
It's all about.
Go for them.
It's fucking intimidating. It's very intimidating.
And he's strong too. You wouldn't want him to jump on you, you know?
Well, the Christmas special is over, Bigfoot Santa. Did you have a good time?
All right, good enough.